Hello everybody and welcome to another video on the Pole Position YouTube channel. In this video we are going to be talking about the Hungarian Grand Prix and who is going to win the final race before the summer break for the 2021 F1 season. Of course, Mercedes are going into this with that great win for them at the British Grand Prix, and of course Red Bull are going into the same race with a difficulty with that incident with Hamilton on the first lap. Of course, there is a review going into that incident that Red Bull have lodged, and there's an FIA review going on over the next 24 hours or so we might get some information from that first. But most importantly, this video is about who we think is going to win the Hungarian Grand Prix. So without further ado, let's get into it. So of course, Mercedes are off that great run at the British Grand Prix. That upgrade package they brought to Silverstone, really helped them. They were competing with Red Bull, during the race weekend. Of course, there was that incident at the first lap with Max Verstappen and Lewis Hamilton. I won't go into too much detail with that because I feel like that's already been spoken about so many times already. But of course, Hamilton and Mercedes will be going into this a little bit more confident, and of course, they've been so dominant at the Hungaroring over the last few years. The last 5 years in terms of race wins, Hamilton has won 4. The only one he hasn't won is in 2017 from Sebastian Vettel with Ferrari. So the car has been super dominant over the last few years. Pole position wise, it's been pretty close between Max Verstappen and Hamilton. Hamilton got pole position last year. Max Verstappen was 2019. Hamilton again was 2018. So it's been pretty close between Mercedes and Red Bull over the last few years. But of course, race-wise, Mercedes have been pretty dominant over the Sunday. Going into this season and going into this year's race, after the what's happened at the British Grand Prix, I feel like Red Bull and Max Verstappen will be chomping at the bit to make sure that they win this race come Sunday and are still head of the championship as they go into the summer break, both for the drivers' point of view and the constructors as well. I feel like Max Verstappen has been training super hard over the last week or so. He's been on the simulator just to make sure he's fully fit and ready for this race on Sunday. With obviously the incident he had, the 51G crash he had at the British Grand Prix, he's obviously been making sure he's ready to go for this weekend. So I feel like Red Bull and Max Verstappen will be determined to make sure they get that race win. But let's not count out Lewis Hamilton, who, like I said, has been super dominant around this racetrack, and of course Mercedes as well, with that package that has been super strong again over the last 5 years or so. So I think it's going to be a very interesting battle. I think it's going to be more of a strategy battle once again. We obviously saw the race in 2019 between Mercedes and Red Bull, where Red Bull and Max Verstappen was leading the race. Mercedes came in to do a pit stop and ultimately jumped Max Verstappen with a few laps to go. We've obviously seen that a couple of times this season as well, but that was the first time that it was really sort of used in terms of that Mercedes strategy. We might see that sort of same thing again, simply because I don't feel like this track, the Hungaroring, is very suited for overtaking manoeuvres. We don't see many over the last few years in terms of this racetrack. So again, I don't think there's going to be much in terms of overtaking manoeuvres. It could be very much a strategy game for all the teams, but especially the top two. But of course, let me know your thoughts. Who do you think is going to win the race? Personally, for me, I feel like it will be Red Bull and Max Verstappen who take the victory, simply because they will be so determined to go into this summer break still leading the championship in both driver and constructors. So let me know your thoughts. Do you think it's going to be Max Verstappen and Red Bull, or do you think Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes might claw that gap, might get that final win before the summer break comes through? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care. See you soon.